Hey, good morning, everyone. Keeping your resolutions all the way through the end of 2024 may seem like a mountain to climb, but Rachel talked with the one and only Dr. Oz about how to start and maintain healthy habits all year long. Check it out.
Well, first off, Rachel, let's be clear about New Year's resolutions. I know a lot of folks think that, they're failing, they're flailing, but the reality is they work. They've been around for thousands of years for a reason, but you got to make them the right way. Pretty concrete, pretty specific, and I really think they ought to be year-round. In fact, half of the New Year's resolutions work because you do them the right way, so they could be year-round. So let's start today. First off, you got to optimize your morning. Thankfully, it's the morning right now, so we can start. You want to create a routine for yourself. So awake at the same time every day. Get some kind of a stretch in. It could be just 5-10 minutes of yoga. It's something to get your body limber again so you can get out of bed and not hurt yourself, and also feel like you're alive. And then get some sunlight. This time of year in Charlotte, I know it can be difficult, but try to get some sunlight first thing in the morning because it'll set your biologic rhythm. So that evening, you'll actually, roughly 16 hours later, you'll start feeling tired, which will make the end of your day much easier.
Okay, I love that. It's important to start right in the beginning of the day. That's great advice for you. Now, we know the kids are going back to school. They come back home. Now the whole family's sick. What are some basic things people can do in the new year to help their families just stay healthy in general?
Well, I think supplements make a big difference. You obviously have to eat well, but I know that can be difficult, especially with the rushes and the pressure on everybody. So vitamin D critical. There's a shortage of it amongst many Americans. You can't get it from the sunlight this time of year in Charlotte, so take a little extra vitamin D. Zinc, I think, helps quite a bit with your immune system. Omega-3 fats are vitally important for a bunch of different functions, and about 80% of Americans are short on magnesium. So again, these are supplements, easy to find. Get them in high-quality places. I've written blogs, by the way, on which supplements to get from which reputable manufacturer. It's on iHerb.com. But make sure you do your homework so you give your family the right stuff. The other thing I want to point out is diet does matter. And by that I mean you want to eat the colors of the rainbow, produce obviously being the foundation, but it's also when you eat that matters. And so in the morning, you don't really have to have breakfast when you first wake up. You're not supposed to, actually. Think about our ancestors. When they got up, they had to go foraging or hunting to find their breakfast. So delay your first meal. You'll find it easier over time. And when you eat that meal, make sure it's high in protein.
Okay, love that idea. Thank you, Dr. Oz. I just have one last question for you. If there is one piece of advice or tip you could give people to staying happy and healthy in the new year, what would that one piece be?
You got to give yourself a little bit of joy during the day. And so you can do that in many ways. You can have snacks around you that you love. So when you do feel the urge to do something, to act out, you'll be eating nuts or 170% cocoa chocolate or coconut flakes, something that's actually good for you, or a meditative experience with prayer, which I think is a very wise way to go. You want to not just live longer, but have a reason for living longer. And by moving a little bit towards the mind-body connection, you'll be able to deal with some of the stresses of life. And that's often what trips us up. And for that reason, remember, there's nothing healthier than having a good time with friends.
That's the truth.
Yeah, dear New Year's resolution, that was fun while it lasted. Sincerely, January 7th.
Yeah.
For most of us, right?
I know
Great
it.
tips, though, from him.
Yeah, really great tips. And you like to stretch whenever you wake up? Is that part of your
Yeah,
routine?
I actually do.
Yeah.
I do. I try to stretch. I turn on some good music.
Well, there you go.
My husband's
Get it
our
going.
music man in the house.
There we go.
And, when it's not Wiggles with the kids, then I might put on, some like early 2000s.
Yeah. Oh,
rap
okay. I
and
like
hip-hop
that.
or
Okay, that's what I
something,
listen on my desk every morning. Oh, okay. We're on the same wavelength there. I love that. It's definitely not Bluey. Bluey, that's for sure, because that one gets stuck in your head real quick. All right. Well, hey, coming up, the first human brain chip is now active. But what does that mean for the future? How the new technology could change your life? We'll be right back.
I would dance and be merry, life would be a ding.